Today I'm sharing my favorite chicken tortilla soup recipe. It is loaded with tender chicken, warm spices, and topped with crunchy tortilla strips. It is perfect for busy weeknights or when you're craving comfort in a bowl. To get all the recipe details, you can visit sweetysalado.com/en. We're going to start by frying the tortilla strips. To make them, we're going to need about 6 to 8 medium corn tortillas that we're going to cut into small pieces. And feel free to use either white or yellow corn tortillas. We're going to deep fry them in a large pan with hot oil until they turn golden brown. And this can take about 2 to 3 minutes. Once they're golden brown, we're going to remove them from the oil and drain them on paper towels. To give the soup that wonderful smoky flavor, we're going to use about 3 dried chiles. You can use guajillo, ancho, pasilla, or chile de ristra. We cut off the tops and then we're going to shake them so that we can remove all of the seeds. We're also going to use 1 jalapeño. This is optional, but I love the flavor that it gives the soup. And I also remove the seeds and the membranes to make it less spicy. To this soup, we're also going to add 3 Roma tomatoes and 1 yellow or white onion that we're going to cut in half. We're going to need about 1 pound of chicken. I love using chicken thighs because they add a lot of flavor, but you can also use chicken breasts. And we're going to season them with salt and pepper to taste on both sides. The next step is to heat about 1 tablespoon of oil in a large pot over medium-high heat, and then we're going to sear the chicken until it's golden brown on both sides. We're not going to cook them through because we just want some color on the chicken and add a lot of flavor to the soup. Once the chicken has that beautiful golden brown color, we're going to remove it from the pot and set it aside. To the hot pot, we're going to add the onion, the Roma tomatoes, the jalapeño, about 4 cloves of garlic, and the dried chiles. And I also like to give this a good stir so that the veggies are coated with that delicious chicken flavor. Now we add the spices, which are paprika, chili powder, ground cumin, Mexican or regular oregano, and a chicken bouillon, which is completely optional. Then give this a really good stir to mix the veggies with the spices. We're going to add about 6 cups of chicken stock or broth. I love using low sodium chicken broth. Then we're going to add 2 to 3 bay leaves, as well as the seared chicken. We cover the pot, bring it to a boil, and then lower the heat to medium-low and cook this for about 30 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. Remove the chicken, let it cool for a little bit, and then shred it with either your hands, a couple of forks, or a hand mixer. Now we strain the broth, and the easiest way for me is to carefully strain it into a separate pot. You can also scoop out the veggies using a slotted spoon, but I find that doing it this way is more efficient. We discard the bay leaves, and then we place the veggies in a blender with a small amount of broth, and I also like to add a couple of corn tortillas to give the soup more texture. We cover the blender and then we're going to blend everything until it's smooth. We strain this mixture into the broth, and I like to use a fine mesh colander or sieve so that we can give the soup a nice and smooth velvety texture. At this point, we're going to season with salt to taste, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. The most common ingredients that we use here in the US are corn. I love using fire roasted corn and black beans, but you can use whatever kind of beans that you want. And we're also going to add the shredded chicken. And then give this a really good stir and simmer it for about 5 to 10 minutes before serving. And you can serve this delicious chicken tortilla soup with your favorite toppings. I start with the tortilla strips, then I add a small amount of a blend of Mexican cheese, cotija or queso fresco, a dollop of sour cream, a few slices of avocado, chopped fresh cilantro, and a few slices of jalapeño to give it a good kick. And that's my version of this delicious chicken tortilla soup recipe.